There were two things during that breaking of the psych lock that has me very suspicious, but it's not enough. It's just... It could be that they're just a twin, and it's a twin thing, but... Something... There is an action that she did that feels hard-coded as Dahlia Hawthorne and not Iris. Who are you? Are you Iris or Dahlia right now? Who am I talking to? I don't know. But there were a couple pieces of behavior that is hard-coded to Dahlia. And I don't think I ever saw Iris do those things before. I don't know. I'm not sure who I'm talking to. Right now I can't worry about that because I do need to talk to Pearls real quick. But I am highly suspicious about who I'm talking to. There are two people I could be talking to there, and I am not sure. Wow, look at that. They really did make a fire right in front of the shack. Oh, Mr. Nick! You're too late, Nick. If you came here for one of our potatoes, we already polished them all off. I think I've pretty much got all the evidence I need. Now I just need to find out what Pearls is hiding. So we do have enough for this. Well, to be fair, I didn't ask her about her psych locks. No, not move. I didn't ask her about her psych locks, so I don't know anything that she has to say. Sure, let's give it the good old college try. Apparently we do have enough. Surprise to me. 5 psych locks, oh boy. The night of the crime. Pearls, after dinner on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Elise Donham's room reading a book together, right? Yes, I was so happy when she invited me. But I didn't go in the end. You didn't? No, there was somewhere else I had to go instead. I was so worried I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so nervous. So Pearls never went to Miss Donham's room because she was too worried about something or someone else. Pearls. On the night of the murder, you went here, didn't you? You must have. You were found nowhere else. You could only have been here. You went here, didn't you, Pearls? Looks like she's still not going to open up to me. This is where you went because you were so worried, right? Then the next question is, who or what were you so worried about? Now, I'm going to take a guess, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay? You mean you know? Well, if I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth? Okay. You went to this place for one very simple reason. And that is this. Maya. It's obvious what you were so worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it? You knew the training Maya was undertaking was going to be dangerous. After all, it was a special course. I signed up for your special course. Oh well, my. Quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one of those you channel. Sister Bikini scared you with what she said, didn't she? And because it was you who introduced Hazakura Temple to Maya, you felt responsible, didn't you? Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing at the Inner Temple. So then we're clear now that you went to the Inner Temple that night. What's not clear then is what happened after that. About what time was it when you headed over to the Inner Temple? Probably about 9:30 when I left the main hall. I heard that the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started, but there was so much snow, so I didn't get there until after 10. Until after 10? How did you know what time it was? Because I heard the bell ringing for lights out. She heard the lights out bell. The Hazakura temple bells are pretty small though, aren't they? You must have really good hearing. I was really trying to pick up the sound of the bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it. That would be terrible. She was trying to hear the bell. Tell me, Pearls. Why were you so worried about hearing the bell? Huh? Oh, I think I know why. The reason you were so worried about that bell was because of this. I knew it. That letter was addressed to you, Pearls. Oh. That letter was addressed to you. And I can only find one reason why you would follow the instructions of this letter as best as possible. I think Morgan penned this letter. Why would she be so insistent on following this letter? There's no other reason. You were given instructions to follow that night, right? I'm going to guess that you recognize these pieces of paper. Ah! Where did you... In the incinerator at the inner temple, Pearls. You were following the instructions in this letter that night, weren't you? That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell. I'm speechless, Mr. Nick. You're amazing. So these instructions that were found in the incinerator, I believe they were written for you, Pearls. For me? No. As you can see, a large portion of it has been burnt. But the last section here is still pretty legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Oh no! Morgan, did you have your daughter Pearls? Oh no! You had your daughter channel Dahlia Hawthorne, didn't? Oh no! That is so Morgan, you used your daughter for... Oh... No, yep, that solidifies it. You don't care about Pearls one bit. You just care about the title of Master. And if that means getting your daughter in serious trouble, then all's the more pity for her. You'll be the one to be the Master. Ugh. Morgan, how could you? I mean, you could, but oh my god. Your zeal to become the next master of Kurain knows no bounds. It really does. It really doesn't. Who was it, Pearls? Whose spirit were you supposed to channel? Taking into account the author of the note and their purpose, whose spirit Pearls would have been trying to channel? No need to overthink it, Phoenix. It's obvious who she was supposed to channel. Pearls, the person you were trying to channel that night, was it this person? Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? That's the name that was in the letter. It's just as I thought. It wasn't Iris who Sister Bikini met at the inner temple that night. Oh my god. It was Dahlia Hawthorne, being channeled by Pearls. Oh, that... Pearls is so sweet and precious. To think that she is channeling such a horrendous spirit that is Dahlia Hawthorne. Ugh. And she thought she was doing the right thing because she loves and trusts her mother. And her mother is taking full advantage of that. Oh, that is so horrible. That is so horrible. Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of a woman Dahlia Hawthorne was? No. I've never heard of anyone by that name before reading those instructions. Ugh, I thought so. Pearls doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister. Well, she was only 3 years old when she was convicted, when Dahlia was convicted. Because Pearls is 9. This happened 6 years ago. She was only 3. About the instructions in the letter I found, Pearls. Who wrote them? Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. I mean, after all, you followed their instructions without question. So here's my next question. Who wrote this set of instructions for you to follow? It was your mother. Pearls, I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what these instructions meant, did you? But you followed them regardless. To a point. Why? Well, there's only one reason I can think of. It was because your own mother asked you. How did you... I figured it out, Pearls. The person who wrote you this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fey. Alright, Pearls. It's time you start telling me the truth. Mr. Nick, I... Why is she holding back from me still? I don't like this. Don't underestimate me just because I'm a child, Mr. Nick. Huh? If you're trying to say that I followed these instructions, I want to see some proof. What? Because I don't think you have any. She'd say anything rather than admit to carrying out those instructions. I guess I'll have to produce more evidence then. One more thing should do it. Alright, Pearls. We both know someone carried out these instructions on the night of the murder. But you're right. There's no evidence proving it was you. I knew it. However, I do know that whoever did this was a child. Huh? How do you know that? It couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that. A simple mistake? What do you mean by that? I'm pretty sure you thought you were carefully following the instructions you've been given, but you misunderstood some of the words, and this is the evidence that proves it. No, that letter did say to, let me see, yada yada, blah 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 blah. See? Tell anyone about... That's why Pearls is choosing to die on this hill. It's because her mother instructed her to not tell anyone about this letter. But... there are instructions that can't be followed. For Pearls, because she's a child. And she doesn't know all the words. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit, leave everything up to her. I went too far. Her name is Dahlia Hawthorne, she is something. She is our AL something, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Her whole, here's a picture of her. Once this is... gravely roast the Master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. That is some very specific instructions, Morgan. What makes you think that your daughter, that Pearls, 9 years old, is going to understand that? But I have a feeling it will be somewhere around here. Oh! The letter! I remember now. Pearls asked Elise Donham how to read certain words, and we were wondering what book was she reading. It's like, what is this word? Gravely. And this word, roast. Gravely roast. If you're a child, and you're having a hard time reading the word gravely, what would gravely look like to you? It would look like gravy. Gravy roast. They had roast on the night of the murder. And there's gravy with it. She misread the instructions. That and she didn't know what the word gravely meant. So she probably thought gravely meant gravy. And then roast, so gravy roast. Oh! The picture. The hanging scroll. It's obscured by gravy. Yes, the last part of the letter, gravely roast. Pearls did not understand the word gravely, and misread it as gravy roast. It was you who splattered gravy on this hanging scroll, wasn't it?
What? Why would I do something like that?
Do you remember what was written in that letter? Gravely roast the Master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. But you didn't know how to read the words gravely and roast, among others, right?
How did you know that?
You remember the conversation you had with Miss Donham on the night of the murder?
Well, perhaps we can read some books together. Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading yet.
Well then, would you like to practice reading with me?
Miss Elise, so for example, how would you read this?
It says, gravely. That's kind of a tough word. Yes, she did.
Oh.
And now that we know that Elise Donham is Misty Fey, she was trying to spend time with her niece. Oh. She was trying to spend time with her niece. Oh, that is... The more we dig into this, the sadder it gets. You notice that? The deeper we're digging into this. Sure, Miss Donham taught you how to read gravely and roast, but what she didn't teach you is what they meant. Gravely sounded... Oh.
Gravely sounded like gravy to me, and the only roast I could think of was the food.
And that's why you did it. That's why you covered a picture of the Master in gravy from that night's pot roast.
To be honest, I did think it was a bit strange. I guess I really did get the wrong idea.
Just a tiny bit.
I really am useless. I couldn't even burn the letter properly as my mother asked of me. Such a simple thing, and I couldn't even do that right.
Oh dear. This is breaking Pearl's spirit in a very unfortunate way. It really is.
After dinner that night, I did go to the temple with a pot full of the leftover gravy.
The gravy?
I saw the picture on the hanging scroll near the secret cavern. I was sure it was the Master of Kurain, like it said in the letter.
I see. And then...
Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there, because of all the snow. So I went to the inner temple guest area.
The guest area?
Yes, I thought I could wait there until the training was over.
But why didn't you just go to the training hall?
Because Mystic Maya's main training had already started. I couldn't interrupt it. So I just stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. But then
Pearls, did you fall asleep?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it.
Hey, don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fell asleep? I fell asleep waiting for Iris too. It happens.
Anyway, that's when you found yourself trapped in the inner temple, right?
Yes. When I woke up, it was morning. I tried not to cry, but Dusky Bridge wasn't there anymore, and there was no one in the training hall. I thought everyone had left because I overslept. So I threw the letter into the incinerator, then I heated up the leftover gravy and
let off some steam by chucking the gravy onto the scroll while you cried? I can imagine that happening, yes, while she's crying.
Must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school, too.
Larry, don't equate something so trivial with her experience. And what is this about your lost powers?
It was written right in my mother's letter. It said, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. I was on my way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring.
So you channeled Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit?
No. I tried, but I couldn't do it.
Wait, you couldn't do it?
I've never failed at channeling someone before. It's the first time it's happened. I tried and I tried and I tried. Yesterday, this morning, the whole time. But I just couldn't do it.
Don't let it get you down, Pearl. It'll all work out. If you want, I'll come flying through the sky for you. Whoosh! Just like that.
So she never managed to channel this spirit. Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone?
Yes, I don't know what to do.
But isn't there any other explanation for why you couldn't do that? So on the night of the crime, Pearls was at the inner temple, yes, but she wasn't there as Dahlia Hawthorne? So who channeled Dahlia Hawthorne?
I suppose there is one other possibility, but it's not really likely, though.
Could you please tell me what it is?
It could happen if someone else was already channeling the same spirit.
Someone else? Well, what do you mean?
Well, there's only one of each spirit, right?
Yep, it's like dating a girl, Nick. You can't see a hot chick if she's already taken.
Then that would mean on the night of the murder, someone else channeled her spirit before Pearls could. Someone else channeled Dahlia Hawthorne.
I'm a failure. I couldn't even grant my mother's final wish.
Her final wish?
Yes, this letter. This is my last wish, she said. So make sure you follow the instructions carefully.
This letter? I definitely need to find out more about it.
My mother has gone to a place called a penitentiary.
Yeah, I know, Pearls.
I visit her every month. And last month, she told me.
The time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl. There is something I need you to do There is something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at our home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and do exactly what it says. It's for the good of the Fey clan, my angel. You'll be doing a great thing. Now, listen carefully, and I'll tell you where the letter's hidden.
My mother is always nice to me. I love her very much.
Yeah, moms would do anything for the kids, right?
She said it was for the good of the Fey clan, so I knew I had to help her. I mean, Mystic Maya's part of the Fey clan, so it had to be good for her, too. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
I guess so, yeah.
There was a picture with her letter, too.
A picture?
Of course, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Usually a picture is enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time...
Pretty weird, huh?
Like Larry knows anything about this stuff.
There's something else that was strange about my mother's letter, too. The seal on it was broken, as if someone had already opened it once before.
Well, that is pretty strange.
Someone had opened it already? Huh. Orders from Morgan Fey and opened once before. Thanks, Pearls. You've been a real help to me.
Oh, you're very welcome. My mother is watching over us, so I'm sure Mystic Maya will be alright.
Oh, look at that innocent smile on her face. No, I have to check. Is she dead or is she still currently in confinement? No, she's currently in solitary confinement, probably awaiting her sentence for the murder of Dr. Gray. Oh, look at that innocent smile on her face. What am I supposed to say to her? Shh, who is it? Oh, of course it's you. Finally figured it out, have you, Wright? You finally realized how terrible of a crime being painfully oblivious is. Godot! The entrance to the Sacred Cavern looks like a freaking puzzle workshop. I guess he's talking about Iris and the lock-breaking effort. But it's all a waste of time. Why do you say that? Because Maya Fey isn't coming back. What? You don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Godot. How could you say something like that? It was your job to protect her, Wright. Just like it was your job to protect Mia Fey. Two sisters, caught up in the worst of circumstances. I realized that, but... And you were the only one who was by their sides. You were the only one who could have saved them. But I didn't know anything about what was going on. What did I just say, Wright? Being oblivious is a heinous crime in and of itself. Tomorrow. We'll settle everything in court tomorrow. Once and for all.
Mr. Nick, is what that man said just now true?
It'll be alright, Pearls. I'm sure Maya's alive. You'll see for yourself tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. I know I can trust you, Mr. Nick.
Yeah.
My dear Pearl. You've done so well, my child. My Pearl. It's better that you don't know what you've done. I knew this day would come for you. The blood of the main family is now no more. Now, finally, after all this time, the Master's seat is yours. My last great wish. It seems I was just in time.
That is evil. Just evil beyond belief. Morgan Fey used her daughter for this. It's like, how evil can you get that you would use your own daughter and bloody your own daughter's hands just to satisfy your own selfish needs? It's like the more we go into this case, the sadder it gets. It really is. And now, I got more to decompress in my head, so we're just going to end the episode now, and that's it. I need to consider things that have happened. I really do. Later, everyone.